Oh, okay, this is just too weird. What is going on here? Hello, this is Bugman CX. You're watching Minecraft The Journey, episode 6. How amazing, episode 6. Here we are with our in-dev house extension. We've just been hanging around here with some Steves and some Beast Boys. They seem to like coming into my front garden and just causing trouble. It's what they do best. Now, if you remember in the last episode, we did plenty of mining, plenty of smelting, and plenty of crafting. Because a new item was added to the game a little while ago that we've been able to take advantage of, and it's this thing. Now, I was talking about, is this called the crafting table or the workbench? The workbench or the crafting table? Well, in early Minecraft, this was called the workbench, and in fact, it isn't until beta 1.2 that it changes to crafting table. So I need to get used to calling it the workbench in this series. And if I ever call it the crafting table, you need to call me out in the comments, please. Let me know that I've done that because I'll kick myself. So come on, crafting table. That was just a test. Inside the... Look, it says crafting, so it's very confusing. But inside the workbench, we've been busy. We have a full set of wooden tools, a full set of iron tools, a full set of stone tools, and a full set of gold. Can't even identify the material. Gold tools. And we were talking about whether or not it makes a difference if you're using stone, wood, gold, or iron when it comes to mining or axing or any of these things. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the first International Toolympics. This is the contest where we pit tools made up of different materials against each other and try and discover which tool will hammer it out for first place. My name is Corey, and I'm here with my fellow commentator, Rory. We'll be taking you through today's events before we decide on the winner of the most efficient tool available in Minecraft.
That's right, Corey. So let's get right into it. Competing in today's 3 challenges will be 4 different tools made of all the different types of materials.
That's right, and let's take a look at our competitors. Up first, she's strong, versatile, and splintery. It's wood.
Contestant number 2, all the way from down underground. It's stone.
Looking like a very strong competitor indeed. Third on the list in today's challenges is none other than iron. Now, ironically, iron is sitting at the top spot in the betting pools with stone in a close second. But it's so early in the competition, we just don't know what to expect yet.
And finally, brand new to the competition, all that glitters, it's gold. Look at that, so shiny.
All right, Rory, and now let's get right into the competitions. Why don't you let us know what we have up first?
Don't mind if I do. It's the pick challenge.
Now in this contest, each tool must mine out 8 blocks as quickly as possible. Let's get right into it.
Oh, and off they go. It's very close, very close. It's difficult for me to pick at the moment, but it does look as if gold might be... Yes, gold is lagging behind there.
Could have just been an unforced error from the pick jockey.
And the referees have called it. The iron pick has beaten the others by mere fractions of a second.
All right, and what do we have for challenge number 2?
Well, I'm glad you asked me. It's the axe challenge.
There will be no branching out here. Each competitor must chop down the trunk of a tree as fast as possible.
And off they go, each axe taking the approach from bottom to top, and they're nearly done, halfway through, last block to go, and oh, that was so close, that was unbelievably close. The referees have asked for a photo finish. Let's have a look.
And here are those final moments in slow-mo. What we're looking for is the break of the block, and there it is on the wooden pickaxe. That is unbelievable.
Yep, this really is anyone's game.
All right, Rory, what have we got for our third and final challenge?
Well, the third challenge is literally groundbreaking. It's the shovel challenge.
Off they go, and it looks like some dirty play there by the iron shovel, but it's over in seconds. Oh, wow, that was insanely close. I'm not sure I could call that one. We're going to have to go to the super sensitive replay camera here to find out what really happened. Let's take a look.
Here we go, and what we're looking for is the exact moment that final dirt block breaks and...
Wow, Rory, I've never seen anything like it. Unbelievable scenes here. A pixel-perfect 4-way finish.
I just don't know what to say about that. That's sure to go down in Toolympics history.
I would say so. But unfortunately, that's all we have time for in the first International Toolympics. The challenges today were all so close that it's impossible to crown just one, so you'll need to decide for yourselves.
I've been Rory.
And I've been Corey. Join us again next year.
Wow, sorry about that. I'm not really sure what happened there, but it seems like this video recording got its wires crossed with some sort of cable TV sports channel. Not really sure what went on there. So where were we again? We were talking about the tools, right? So we could put these tools to the test to see which one of them is more efficient. Maybe the iron is more efficient, maybe the gold is more efficient. But actually, I don't think we need to, because I don't believe that functionality has been introduced to this version of Minecraft anyway. So whether you're using the old wood, stone, gold or iron shovel, everything is exactly the same. So maybe in the future that will get introduced. Now there are a couple of other things in this snapshot that we need to explore that we haven't yet seen. One of them is down there in the ground, so I need to get mining. Well, this is new. I just came down into my branch mine here to find that it's been absolutely overflowed with lava. Look at that, there's my torch. Why is my torch on top of the... Maybe it was on an angled block. That's an interesting side effect. So it looks like my mining caves have been flooded with lava, and I can't explain that because last time I was down here this was definitely not the case. I'm just keen to go over here and have a look to see the extent of the damage. It looks like it's relatively contained. Notice there in the corner there's it looks like a missing pixel in the texture. That's a bit funny. But yeah, that should actually be a stair block to go down. So what I'm going to have to do instead now is dig off to the side here and then make a whole brand new... Oh dear. Oh dear. It looks like maybe the entire floor of the whole level has somehow turned to lava. I mean, that's not right because it was bedrock before. Okay, I'm gonna go and find a whole new cave to go into and see what's going on here. It looks like this problem is more widespread than I thought. I've just gone to the opposite side of the map, and it looks like at whatever level this is at the moment, the entire bottom floor of my entire world has turned to lava. Oh, and they just love throwing themselves in there. So I'm not very happy about this because I wanted to be able to dig down to bedrock and gather resources. So I'm really not sure what I'm going to do about this. Obviously, this world was not going to be a permanent world because we have to upgrade to infinite terrain generation in the future anyway, but it's sad. I also didn't find what I came down here to look for, and it may be because I upgraded the world from the previous version to this one, and what I'm looking for hasn't actually generated in this world. So I'm going to go offline for a bit and do a bit of research in a new world and see what I can discover. And by the way, these caves are so dark because basically the old Minecraft, these versions of Minecraft, you're basically playing on moody lighting for the entire game. So you have to torch up so much just to be able to even see. I've spent a little bit of time on a couple of test worlds now, digging all the way down to that same level in the world. And every time I do, I'm just encountering lava, lava, lava. So I'm thinking that there's some sort of bug or issue with this version that means that every time you generate a world or upgrade a world to this version, that the bottom of the world turns into lava. Kind of frustrating if we need to dig up any items or go resource gathering that far down in the world. But also not the end of the world because we don't have to keep this world forever, so it's not too bad. It's not too bad. I'm also not going to let it prevent me from upgrading or keeping this world. I will try and keep the world for as long as I can before I reach a point where I just can't continue to play in this particular world. But for now, I want to investigate one more feature that was added very recently. It's a very special item. I've cleared out my inventory for this one so that I can do it properly. And if you played Minecraft way back in the day, you might be aware of a special block that was added to these early versions of the game that was never craftable, never retrievable, you couldn't find it in the world anywhere. It wasn't even really a special block, it was more like a special item that you could place. And the only way to get it was to modify your inventory and put it in there, because it does exist in the game, you just can't get it. So I'm going to save my game here and then move out into a save game editor, modify my inventory and put this item in just so we can have a look at it, because it's a pretty cool addition and it is part of Minecraft history. So instead I thought, why not just bring you along while I do this? It might be fun, might be an interesting diversion. What we've done here is we've loaded up the level. I've made a copy of it and called it level temp because we're not going to keep this world after we've done this change. And there are some fun things in here that you can actually see. We're in a program called Nbt Explorer, and Nbt is the file format of the level. So if we actually drill down into here, we can see I'm the author of the map. This is the timestamp in which I created the map. And the world is called A Nice World. And all of the worlds back then were called A Nice World because there was no other way to give them a name. In the environment, you can change things here like how bright the sky is, how high the clouds are, what color the clouds are, and all that sort of thing. So that's kind of interesting if you wanted to tweak these values, just maybe to see what happens. In the map, I'm really not sure about these numbers off the top of my head. Looks like this is how big the map is in length and width, etc. And tile entities, these are the chests and other things like that. And entities are all the mobs, all of the items on the ground, like the floating items, and the player. And the first one here is the player. So here you can see that this is my position, some other stats about me at the moment, like maybe that's, I don't know, my motion position. But in my inventory, that's what's important. If you remember, I left myself with one piece of string, so we can have a look at that here, and here it is, count 1, ID 287, slot 0. So all we need to do is edit the ID, that's gone way up there, let me see if I can bring it down, and change it to 55. 55 is the ID number of the item that we want to play with, so we can then go File, Save, let's go back to Minecraft. Well, I did forget one thing in Nbt Explorer, and that was to increase the number of items in that slot from 1 to 64. So look at this, we have 64 cogs. They are pretty cool. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sad that these were never introduced to the game because they're a pretty cool block. So I've put some gold blocks in my inventory from my chests just to show you what these things look like when they're all laid out. So, oh, that was very clever of me, wasn't it? Making sure that I lined things up properly with the 12 blocks that I had. All right, there we go. So look at these. First, let's put one down. You can see it overlaps the other blocks. That kind of gives the impression that these things could interlock, right? If we put one next to it, magic. They actually turn in the opposite directions and the teeth interlock. And I think that that's an awesome feature. And if we put more than one down, of course, they all interlock and they all work with each other, which is pretty fascinating, isn't it? Looks like you can see that the game was starting to introduce some automation mechanics and some ideas about how to help build farms and automate tasks and gathering resources and that sort of thing. I've decided to decorate the Indev house with some cogs above the doors, and I think it actually looks pretty cool. And I did say that I was going to throw this temporary save game away, but you know what? These cogs are so cool that I want to keep them in this world. They are part of Minecraft history, and although you can't get them in survival, they're so special that I think we have to hold on to them, right? And we want to see what happens to these cogs throughout the course of the upgrades. When do they disappear? What happens to them? That sort of thing. So I'm going to put these away in my chest of special things, and then pretty much we've run out of things to do in this current version of Minecraft that we're running. So I think the next thing we have to focus on is getting ourselves upgraded. Welcome back. It's Indev 2010-0201-3, so it's been 2 days worth of development, and look what we have. A title screen. The title screen. The title screen we live with for the rest of Minecraft's life ever. But look at that logo. That's not the modern logo at all. That's definitely the classic Minecraft logo. Pre-beta. Well, we definitely are. Look at the options that we have. We have an options menu down here. Did you hear that? We have sounds! Oh, I'm so happy. I am so happy. I have been waiting for this. I knew that it was coming in one of the versions, but I just wasn't sure which. I'm so happy. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me through those earlier versions without the sounds. I was adding on all the Minecraft soundtrack backing music, and it sounds like now we can actually play the games with sounds. I'm excited to get stuck into this now. Oh wow, okay. So let's look here. We've got generate new level, which I guess builds us a brand new level. Load level. This is interesting. Not an option we can choose right now, but it's play tutorial level. I wonder how long that will stay. Okay, let's load up our game, and we're back in. One thing that has changed here is the directory location of the save games is now changed. Previously, the save games would always default to the documents directory. Now they're defaulting to Minecraft's saves directory. What was that? What on earth? I was not expecting that. Wow, okay. Well, this looks like lighting issues, right? Is it? Yes, every time we stand inside of a torch block. Oh, that grass crunching. So good. Okay, let's stand here and see what happens. Oh, okay, this is just too weird. What is going on here? Alright, moving on. Our inventory's been cleared. That's annoying. Oh, what are you? Steve! Steve, you're back! Hi, Steve! It's so good to see you. You're not running around like a raving lunatic anymore, but you are welcome to hang around my house anytime you want. Just say the word and I will get you a cup of tea. Look at this. The game is coming along. Let me get up here and get my tools organized. I'm probably going to have to craft new ones. That's okay. I'll live with that. And where is everything? Steve? I don't think you're supposed to be doing that. I have come up onto the roof because I have been waiting 6 episodes to do this. Are you ready? Open your ears. Ah, listen to that. The classic ooh sound from Minecraft. I don't know how long that noise will stay in the game, but it's a very, very classic and iconic Minecraft damage noise. Ready? Here we go again. These days you just get that shin cracking noise, which I think is actually worse. I think we have to try this out, right? We've got a brand new sword. We've got a brand new Steve. Oh, I just killed Steve. But look at my sword down in the hotbar. It's taking damage. Tools, weapons, and everything like that now take damage. So I've got to... Oh, that's so wrong. I've got to watch my durability now. Oh god, I can't keep doing this. I've got to watch my durability now as I go. It should be the same for all of these other things as well, so... Yep, look at that. What are you all doing up there? Excuse me, Steves. You're so loud. Hopefully they reduce the sound of these mob noises soon. Now on my hotbar I have wood, stone, iron and gold, because apparently in this version not only do we have durability, but each tool will be needed for different types of materials. So here, let's do the stone test. Ah, that feels good. Now how about stone on stone? Definitely quicker. Iron. Wow, that's fast. And gold. Seems about the same as stone, if you ask me. So it seems to me like iron is the tool for this job. Now this is very interesting. I came down to mine to about bedrock. I expected to run into that lava lake that we've been dealing with a bit further over. But look, got to bedrock, no lava. I'm pleased to see that because it does mean that some of this level is salvageable. What I'm doing right now is just digging around trying to find a cave. And what you can see from my hotbar is that my iron pick is... Oh, excuse the lighting bugs. My iron pick is already taking a beating. It's going to die really, really soon now, so I'm hoping to run into some ore so we can do a couple more tests. I've found some gold, which is perfect for the pick test. We are going to use every type of pick on this gold and see what happens. Let's start with the wooden pick. That is so slow. It's almost frozen. I'm willing to keep going to see if the crack will open anymore. You notice that one little pixel went black. That seems to indicate that it started to break, but just can't quite get there. 3, 2, 1. 0. -1. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. Let's try with the stone pick. Same thing. Interesting. Iron pick. No problemo. And the gold pick. Ah, interesting. So you have to use an iron pick to get gold. I need to go and find some more ores and try this test on them. It's iron time. Wood pick. Doesn't seem to work, does it? Stone pick. Yes. Iron pick. Yes. Gold pick. What good is the gold pick? Oh, that is so peaceful. I have worked so hard today. We have upgraded Minecraft, we've explored new features, we've exploited a couple of bugs to see a couple of the blocks that are not in the game anymore, and we have, what else have we done? We've explored new tool mechanics. Wow, everything. The best part of today? Sounds. The sounds being back makes me more happy than you could ever imagine. So to celebrate, let's go over here to this little island and dive into the ocean, because there's a special sound that's part of the classic era of Minecraft here that we're in, and the in-dev era, all of that we have to listen to. Ready? Ah, the classic water dunk. Such an epic classic Minecraft sound. I'm so pleased, I'm so happy. As we play the game, we're going to hear more and more of those awesome and cool retro sounds of Minecraft. But that's all we have time for today. I need to head back to my chimney over there. Need to head home because I need to go and get to bed and have a sleep. But I want to thank you guys for joining me in episode 6 of Minecraft The Journey. This is such an amazing series. I know that you guys are enjoying it so much as well. So please continue to leave me comments and give me plenty of feedback. Tell me what you liked, what you saw in the episodes. Tell me about all of the things that you didn't know that we learned together while playing this series. But most of all, if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. Leave me a thumbs up as well. That would be amazing. Until the next episode, I'm BugmanCX. You've been watching Minecraft The Journey. Bye bye.